Okay, I am in my weekly hotel stay, and uh, and I'm trying to get together some changes in the van's electrical system. If you guys been watching for a long time, you've seen my van go from having a few solar panels from 500 watts to 13 to 1400 watts, which it's got now. I have to recount them each time. I just added another 160 watt Renogy, one of those super flexible textured boards. I don't know what they call them, IATF or something, but you know what I'm talking about. Not the boards that delaminate, the old slick plastic covered boards. Started to get maybe a 200 watt, but boy, the cost of panels dropped like a rock. So that's one of the reasons I put that other panel on there. I was going to try to preserve that panel, but then I saw the prices and realized they dropped by 30 some odd percent over the last a week or 3 weeks. I'm not sure when they dropped, but it's been since I bought the other panel, which wasn't that long ago. And basically, because if you've seen my electrical system, it's really complicated with cables running everywhere, and it's very hard to debug. I was putting this other panel up, then all of a sudden I found out that now when I hooked the rear panels up on this long run of cable, it brought my whole MPPT system down. I mean, it went from 20 watts, 30 watts, I'm not exactly sure what the volts or whatever the watts power to down to 1.2, which is basically nothing. If I disconnected it was the same. So now I've decided that my system is too complicated to debug, so I need another solar controller. So I'm going to put another solar controller on there, and I'm going to wire those panels in the rear of the van, on the side windows. Basically, my smaller panels, I'm going to wire them up to another solar controller. And this is made or distributed by the same manufacturer. There's no guarantee. It looks nothing like the current one, though the manufacturer of record is the same. So very likely this is not. I wanted to share logic, so when I hook these two solar controllers up to my bank of batteries, they would be using the same logic, but that may not work. I'm just hoping that they don't kill each other off. But this is a bus bar. Now, if you watch a few other videos, or technically acute, which means you do your research and find out what the heck this is the day before you buy it. That's what I do. This allows me to put a positive on this side and a negative on this side, and then I've got three areas for cables that can go to, if I wanted to, 3 different solar controllers. In this case, it's only going to be 2. And with the size of my van, it's only going to need 2. And it might not actually need 2. I just need something I can debug easily. And I can need something where if half fails, the other is still up. So I just want to make sure of that. So that's what this is. I also bought some MC4 cable connectors, etc. The full male, female, black, red kind. And I'm going to go replace this long run of cable I've got, because when I realized and started debugging my other panels, one of my major panels was not connected. So I only had a long run of cables, maybe 25 feet. And I used that to run back to that. So I've got this big loop of cable on top of my van that I basically got pull tied up there, pull tied and or bungeed, and I'm just going to get rid of that. This will allow me to get rid of all the slack I've got there and make it a lot simpler. So basically that's what I'm doing now. I will show you outside what I'm doing. I don't know if I'll show you as I'm doing it. I'm just going to be plugging and unplugging cables. It's not like it's going to be anything really complex. If you've got any basic of understanding how these MC4 connectors work, push, click, pull, push on these sides, pull, done. So that's basically what I'm going to be doing. I'll do that a little bit this afternoon or evening. I have a lot of trouble doing videos where I show projects, because I do projects so haphazardly. I sometimes wait, and then all of a sudden, for instance, I put that 160 watt panel up there in a motel in the parking lot. They had a nice low area down there where there weren't many people. I just put it up there, and I got it done in about 20 minutes. The wiring took a little longer, but I got the panel up there, and that's what you want to get, the big part done, and then take care of the details. Details maybe cost another 20 minutes, so maybe 40 minutes after work, I had that panel up and powered on. In any case, I just want to give you a quick rundown of what's happening there, and I'll be back and show you some of the results, and probably show you the other cable setup I've got right now. So you'll see a before and after. You just might not see the process, because basically I'm going to be dragging a cable across the top of my van, plugging it into a solar panel. Now, the other one is going to be more difficult. It's also going to be a piecemeal deal. I've got to run these small panels into a central location back to this other solar controller, and that's going to take a lot of thought and practice, and I will show you as much as I can spasmodically, and you know, if I put on camera glasses, maybe I can do some of it, but the camera glasses are not that great. Anyway, just want to give you a quick rundown. I will talk to you later when I've got some more to say or more to show. Okay, since I've already wired this thing in a haphazard fashion to get it going right now, I need to unwire this big loop of wire and replace it with this much shorter bunch. So that's what I'm going to be doing next. Yeah, I used that to hook up this other big panel. It was the only other big panel that wasn't functioning, so I needed to get this off. So what I'm doing now is pulling this one off. The first stage was getting rid of that big lump of wire I had up here and running this single wire across here. It's not neat. I haven't buttoned it down or anything, but you just have to get it up there first and then pretty it up later, because I still got to remove this big long cable. See, because I had this long cable that was connecting this to my other solar controller, all of those panels in the back you may have seen in the past, so you might see them now. See, I have to this point gotten rid of now these panels are now dead, so I'm going to get that second solar controller and wire it through the back and into the front, and I'm going to have a second, like I said, a second solar controller controlling those smaller panels.